playing on the blue team, you're going to have UFO on the red side. Both looking to finish the week 2-0, continue on. Going forward into the final stretch of the season, looking to get these playoff spots. I think UFO in pretty prime position to get a playoff spot here. AZ will be playing for more of a wild card, I believe.
Yeah, I think they will probably make it to the playoffs. It's between them, Sentinels, and Hunt, I think. And if Sentinels just lost,
That
it's
puts
really
them
just
down
between them and Hunt.
to
And
4-3. Yeah. So
yeah,
we'll
I
be.
think I do expect Aztecs to make it, but it's not going to be an easy path. They're going to have to be on their game pretty much every week.
Yeah. No games are ever given in the GFA. So it's going to be Days looking to return this one to begin the game. Got to get a 32-yard return out to around the 36-yard line. So AZ starting here first. See if they opt to keep it on the ground to begin the game. Or maybe they'll try to play action into a deep route. Don't be Days. First down here. Looking to roll to the left pocket. Throws and out there to Crims. Gets about 6-yard gain.
Yeah, that's about what I expect to see from Aztecs to start the game. They like to start it off fairly safe and then get you into the mindset of, oh, we have to play short in the run, and then they start to hit you with some of those post and corner routes.
So second down here, up to the right. Days gets that edge shot, but eventually Tyrone, coming from the center position, gets that contained back, forces Days for a 7-yard sack.
That's good. Put them right back where they started this drive.
And now 3rd and 11 here. AZ Days centering. Gonna be throwing over the middle, direct post there from Jance. Gonna buy him a 22-yard pickup, gets him first down, puts him inside of that UFO territory.
And that's that short post route that we were talking about before.
Yeah, so I just got underneath both safeties there, split them both. As Days tries to run there, we'll lose about a yard. So 2nd and 11 now here for AZ. Days once again out to the right sideline here. Tyrone doing a nice job of trying to get out there for the contain again. As this is going to be a lot of yak. Crims making great moves there. Great blocks ahead of him as well. Just set up for success. A 37-yard pickup gets him first and goal.
I think AZ's downfield blocking might be one of the most overlooked things in the game. It really shines on their special teams. They usually get pretty short fields. So that was another display of their blocking right there.
Yeah, there's one thing I remember Dog's always telling me is that AZ does not have diva receivers. They have blocking receivers. Want to put it all on the line there, and they do so. As Days will run that in for a 4-yard touchdown. Going up for the extra point here as well. As it'll be up, it will be good.
Sliding into that kick, that could be an issue. Generally, you want to dive because diving's the quicker option, but I mean, as long as those blocks hold, it won't be a problem. But if there's someone who is a little bit late to their block, that's going to be a field goal block.
Although I feel like we've been seeing an influx of a lot of the, a lot more blocks or a lot more people getting smarter on special teams for getting those blocks as of late. So especially after people realized that right gap was a lot more open. So we'll see if anything like that comes into play there. It could be minor detail, but at the end of the day, it could be something big, as we saw in that TD game earlier in the year. Go get a 1-yard run. Begin this drive. So if you're Alien, Luke there looking to play action up the middle. If you're Alien, this is the exact thing I think you want to do to start off the drive. Get it to Chief, get him warmed up.
Yeah, get him ready for in the stretch when you need to just have faith in someone, and just if you need to chuck them the ball, they're ready.
So this run gonna get snuffed out, only a 2-yard gain there. Dogs making a tackle. You saw Days also playing that gap really well. 2nd and 8, play action again. You see the... Oh, he saw McBurger there on the leak. Jance dropped off to grab it.
The rush there also looked like they were doing some weird crossing combinations there. I don't know if that was the league just throwing them off or if they called something there and it just didn't work.
Yeah. Let's see, Luke backed up here, but he just tosses up for the
That's
post.
covered. And
Avoid! Dropping off deep onto the post, gonna pick that one off, return it. And that's what Avoid loves to do. He sees a receiver deep, he will bait out that post 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, Avoid is good at getting you to think something's going to be there, and then when you pre-throw it, I mean, he mixes up how he plays things, so that is going to result in picks a good amount of the time.
So yeah, easy, AZ. Looking to drive down the field again, maybe take a 2-score lead. We will see. 2nd and 9 here. As Days rolls that right hash and throws it across to the left. Luke just jumps it.
Yeah, no, Luke is a good safety, so I didn't really think about that when we were going into this game, but I mean, in pickup games and scrims, he's always someone that you have to look out for on defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's kind of an interesting, turn we started to see a bit towards last season and like the start of this season is wide receivers and running backs. Players that are used to 50ing or used to playing on defense, transitioning over to QB positions. And it really does help the defense.
Yeah, I think the last season, when Dingo was a quarterback, probably the best example of that, where the Comets coverage was just so hard to break because Dingo always knew where to be, and you couldn't just chuck it up towards him and expect it to be a catch. He was, he was going to give your receiver a hard time.
Yeah, really challenging him there as Luke. I'll have to run this up here on the left, running that short side, going to pick up 7 yards. That's about 1st and goal here now for UFO. As Luke plays the screen and then runs it up the middle.
Yeah, expect some maybe unorthodox plays here from Alien. A lot of their red zone plays you don't see other places. And there's also a lot of runs, which is pretty standard right now in the GFA.
Mm-hmm. Saw Luke trying to run to that left side again. Dog says not this time. Makes a nice spin move and you got the IP screen coming out.
That was a nice block there by Keith. Managed to keep him on the shield even though he was trying to run away from it.
Yeah. It looked almost like a shape that we were used to, back in the good old days with the shields.
Yeah.
That'll be
funny blocking.
Yeah. Gonna be a touchdown for UFO though, as they kick the extra point. It is good. So we're all tied up here, 7-7 as we reach the bottom of the first quarter.
Yeah, look out for a good return here. I mean, these blocks, I don't know if they practice it or what, but... Oh, well,
that one's kind of an awkward one. They's run into one of their own blockers there. Gonna make them lose a few yards, actually, so... We'll see if Days can have short-term memories after that last drive. Sell there, doesn't hit home by Loba, and wide open! Jad's gonna burn down this field. Can he be caught from behind? He will eventually be caught by Chief there. Able to save that stand, but a 66-yard gain. Those posts.
Again, that's just another post route. Aztecs loves hitting those posts.
3-yard run there by Days. Puts him inside the 5 now. 4 yards to go, 2nd and goal. They're here to score fast. Days gonna roll this.
I think she crossed.
Yeah, I think it was initially... She was initially trying to go up that gap, but then it was clogged. You saw her back up, try to bounce it outside, but no room there. 3rd and goal now as they're pushed back to around their 8. Days wanted to trust back there. Dan's gonna catch it, but like 5 feet out of bounds.
Yeah, that's just the type of throw where you intentionally try to overthrow it so that way if you underthrow it, your guy gets it. If not, it's out of bounds. There's no opportunity to pick it.
Okay, 4th and goal. Days has the blocks there, and right there, just getting it in on the right sideline.
Gutsy call, running it on 4th and 8.
Yeah, gonna
to
put
get in the goal line.
Another one on the board here for AZ as they're about to kick the extra point and retake this lead. Well, kick is up, kick is good. Yeah, 14-7 game about to enter the 2nd quarter.
Expect to see probably Luke start to air out the ball. Maybe not this drive, but next drive a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to start looking at Chief Keef deep. He's probably going to keep it short a little bit after that pick that Avoid got. But pretty soon he's going to let it fly, I think.
All right, we'll see how UFO looks to adjust here. And 1st and 10, and Dog just instantly bursting through that gap there.
That was a great read by Dogs.
Yeah, just completely sold the contain on the short side, expecting the run from Luke. And gonna get rewarded with a 5-yard sack for that one. 2nd and 15. As Luke in his own end zone needs to get this one away. He'll toss it up and away.
Yeah, there was some good coverage there. There wasn't really anything that was super open. It's a good throwaway there by Luke.
All right. We got a 3rd and 15 here. Luke trying to roll through his right. He's getting pressure up the middle by Grubbs, who'll just jump into his arms for a 15-yard sack. Makes a 4th and 30 now. What do you do here? He's got to get up.
This is bad. They got Chief Keef on the short side. It's going to be harder to hit him. If you roll out short side, you don't have as much room.
He's going to do it anyways. Managed to get it off, but double coverage. Crim's just body blocking it from behind.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to put bodies on the guy who think the ball's going to go to. There, it works.
All right, now AZ set up with a short field here. Already the 50-yard line. Days got in the pocket and slides up. Gets a 3-yard gain there. This is exactly on the script that AZ wants right now. They have the lead. They're going to now probably look to run the clock, run the ball. As, never mind, Days looking to drop back and pass here. Might take the 50 to avoid? No. Does decide to run eventually.
Great run. Here's some of those downfield blocks.
Oh my god. Oh, Void just got like 2 blocks there at once.
Yeah, I mean, that's 34 yards right there on just that one run. These blocks are coming in clutch for AZ.
We see the pull there from Dogs. Leads all the way to the sideline. It'll be a 12-yard running touchdown for AZ to put another one on the board.
And I don't know if you saw there, but Jig managed to get the edge there. And again, he almost looked like he shaped the block around corner.
Yeah, kick is up. Kick is good. We got ourselves a 21-7 game. AZ starting to literally run away with this game. But we'll see now. Yeah, plenty of time left. We'll see.
Yeah. If Alien scores this ball without chewing clock here, they're going to give Aztecs enough time to comfortably drive this ball down the field and score again before the half.
All right, gonna be Alien set up at their own 27. Luke, as they drop 4 into coverage that time, is getting safety actually.
Wow, that was definitely not what you want to see there if you're in Alien comms. You gotta throw that one away. That's just unfortunate there.
You know, Luke's rookie moments need to be over now. He's been a quarterbacking for quite a few months now, and that is a mistake you cannot make. Another 2 onto the board there for AZ, as now they get the ball back. Chance to add on.
Now, if I'm AZ here, I'm either trying to make this drive super long or try to instantly score and put Alien's offense back on the field. I don't think you want to do anything in between and let them recover from that.
All right, yeah, 2nd and 15 here after a nice play by Tyrone. Gonna be comeback there to Avoid. Avoid gonna pick up 12 yards back. Sets up a 3rd and 3 here for AZ.
Look out for maybe an out route here. Oh no, she's
Nope.
going to look for the run. The edge is right there.
Short side run. And you saw Avoid. He just took off there on a complete streak. Seeing if he can just bait Chief, make him make that tough decision. Chief has to follow him, so he just has that as long as the edge is set for free. But Loba! My goodness.
Loba. Coming in off the edge, got right around the block. Literally just inches away from the shield there, and he never got hit by it. That was some great footwork.
Yeah, UFO team captain making the big plays there. This one's going to be a great out by Avoid. Just kind of settles in, gets about 13 yards. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. And AZ kind of doing your said. They're chewing up a decent amount of clock so far, as there'll be another comeback to avoid there. Picks up that first down.
Yeah, if you're alien coverage right now, you probably want to start putting Luke a little bit closer to a void. Maybe have him play as under, so that way Chief can be free to play avoids over in the post as well.
Ooh, gonna be looking for the pylon corner shot here, but Jance can't get there in time. Gonna be way over his head. I think Polo J actually a bit closer to it.
Jance has been getting open on these deep routes so far, though. He has 88 yards on 2 catches, so... Oh,
There you go.
Big sack.
You saw 3 linemen from UFO getting pressured there all at once. Gonna be McBurger credited with the sack at the end of the play. This pushes Days back across the 50. They call him McBurger indeed.
Line's in again.
Yeah.
And that's the result.
Pressure right in Days' face. Forces a 2-on-1. Chief gonna pick that one over a void. Gives him the ball back at the 20. That's Luke just trying to run himself.
So, you gotta make sure this is the last drive of the half too, so you don't want to get down there too quick.
Yeah, Luke looking to just run it. Runs it twice, gets the first down. Has about 1:10 left on the clock here. All 3 timeouts available to him, so they are in no rush right whatsoever. You play your own game right now. Oh no!
Looked like that was a miscommunication there. Tyrone was backing up like it was a pass block, and Luke stepped up for a run.
Yeah, my guess is Luke wanted to fake the run, and Tyrone just wasn't expecting him to step up right there.
Yeah, not quite sure, but that was another really far drop back by Luke in his end zone again. Really dangerous.
Luke gonna throw comeback right there. Chief circling around one defender. Eventually Days catches him on a tackle. Makes it a 4th and 1. But sometimes that could be the longest yard.
Big play right here.
We'll see. Luke rolling to the left. He's back about 20 yards, but tosses it up.
Good.
And no, Jig! Jig showing a little bit of his lineman roots there. Just lets Jance get spot.
Jance has been having a really good game so far. And as much as that Jig had leverage there, Jance took advantage of having the ability to get spot very quickly.
Alright, Days now got about 30 seconds, well, I guess 25 seconds now left in her pocket. All 3 timeouts left. Now AZ putting Alien on the back foot of this first half. As Days rolling back to the right here. Nothing deep downfield, just going to toss it to Jance there, who has Luke diving.
Yeah, I think the play call there was Jance. It looked like they called him on the post. It looked like Days was looking for it. But then they double covered it, so Jance just had to come back, and they hit him anyway.
Yeah, UFOs are trying to bag the deep routes right now, realizing there's not enough time to just dink it and dunk it, as Days going to be sacked there. About 5 seconds left, and Days now barely in 50 range. He'll have to step up to the line. Actually, yeah, it's about 50 range.
Yeah, it's the
45? 42?
So, and the line is just in the way.
Yep. That'll be all we have for the first half there. Let's get the stats real quick. On the half, though, you're going to have Days 8 of 12 for 199 through the air, 18 on the ground. After getting sacked, I mean, that's a lot of sacks, considering there'll be, 7 there in one half for Alien.
Yeah, and I mean, AZ isn't far behind. They have 5. The standout players so far this half has to be Jance. Almost 120 yards in one half on 3 catches.
Meanwhile, on the side of Alien, you have Luke throwing 6 of 11, 50 yards through the air, not being as successful. And you're kind of seeing that. I mean, both quarterbacks having interceptions, but end of the day, AZ's converting the touchdowns still. So, I'm going to see if Alien can clean some stuff up in the half, or if AZ's going to keep running away with this one.
Yeah, I do expect UFO to come out in the half looking a little bit sharper.
They will be receiving here as well.
I think they need to score here to get their morale back up. If they don't, I think they're going to be in for another long half. I also don't like how they're contesting that kickoff reception there. You really need to have one person on your team dedicated to just receiving it, and then you can have all your blockers in place.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it'll be Luke starting from his 27-yard line here. Rolls to his left hash, trying to roll back to his right, and tosses one away. Just force back way too much right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. There's no passing offense if your quarterback's getting dropped back almost 30 yards there.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like even the pressure isn't there. If it's happening constantly, the quarterback just mentally just decides to ask. He's gonna be a great toss of jigs there for 38 yards, though.
Yeah, there he's making up for that catch that he just missed there before. It was a nice grab there.
So, Alien looking to get more into rhythm here. Gonna be looking for a 9-yard run as they're inside Alien territory. Crosses around the 25-yard line there.
Look out for maybe a deep shot here on 2nd and 1. You have that safety if you go on a 3rd and 1 next. Oh no, they're just gonna take it. Might have wanted to go for the deep shot there though. You want to score quick and bring that mental game back to where you want it.
Yeah, I mean, first down's good at the end of the day, but when you have a bunch of when you have 2 other plays after that you can get the first down with only a yard left, I mean, why not take the shot? End of the day, is what it is. They'll get an 8-yard gain there on another first down pass. We'll have a 2-yard run there by Luke. Gets him inside the 15 now.
I think some of these runs might help him be a little bit more confident in the pocket if he sees the blocks working well on the run. So yeah, there he is. He's right on the line of scrimmage. Takes the run anyway, though.
Oh. Probably could dives at a little bit of an awkward angle there. Sometimes could be buggy, but we'll pick up 9 yards instead of maybe that first down if he just dives straight.
They're running goal line here.
Yeah, goal line. It's a formation.
It's not terrible. It's actually pretty good from what I've seen so far in the red zone. I don't see it used often enough, but I think having 6 blockers in front of you.
It's not bad. It doesn't help though if the line's just still getting penetration. We're seeing this is kind of in a counter we see against the run. Is that 2-4-1? But it doesn't matter.
That was
Luke
a great play.
Is gonna run it in.
Whoever the inside rusher was, I believe, Dogs, bit I think a little bit too far on the inside run. Oh, they're going for 2 here.
And they get it.
Nice little quick play to jig. I've seen a lot of 2-point conversions when teams absolutely need them. Lately, they've been going for just very quick plays. And they practice those a lot in scrims. And I like to see those come out on 2-point conversions. A lot of design plays.
And that's actually huge because now that makes it an 8-point game instead of a 9-point game. After letting up that safety earlier, gonna definitely help them potentially get back into this. Gonna be AZ now control the ball here from their 30 though. As Days just has a big pocket, but eventually Tyrone just gets off the shield, re-slides back into the pocket, and gets an 11-yard sack.
You know, that was some great coverage. They were looking for Crims over the middle there, and Keith was just there.
Ooh.
That was nearly picked off by Jig.
Yeah.
This coverage so far this drive, stepping up.
All right, Days gonna be sacked again. A little bit just rounds the corner on Dogs. Another 11-yard sack makes it a 4th and 32. Could be the turning point here for Alien. Days back to their own territory.
Probably looking to find a way to get this up to a void. They're gonna send it to Chance.
And Chance you trust. And Chance you trust. Gonna pick up that first down, give AZ new life.
You know, I think with how well he's been playing in his matchup so far, they probably trust that a bit more than they usually would today over a void.
Days
Great decision there, though.
9-yard run. All right, 2nd and 1 here. Days crossing the 50 line into UFO territory. We're seeing Good blocking line leak down the field of Gumi, gonna pick up 28 yards, catching the defense a little bit sleeping.
We haven't seen too many leaks so far this game.
Yeah, I think we saw one from Berger and then one from Gumi right there.
Yeah, usually we'd be probably up to like maybe at least double that at this point in the game.
Mm-hmm. That'll be a 1 yard run there by Days, not getting too much stuffed out there. As this time looking to pocket up 2nd and 9 over the middle. Back of the end zone on the in, gonna be Jants.
So Jance again. And that pass wasn't perfectly spot on. Jance had to accommodate for it a little bit, and he has been doing that just again and again.
Yeah, you saw him. He stopped his slide, like mid-slide, and jumped back to get in spot for the ball. Like, just
Yeah,
great adjustment by
great
him.
mechanical play.
So gonna put AZ back up again by 15 points. As UFO looking to respond here. After getting a touchdown and a 2-point conversion of their own. Not looking out of it yet. Looking to put up a big fight here. Can they do it? We'll see. Luke starting from his own 28.
Big run up the middle. I don't know what the rushing plan was there, but it looked like nobody got past the line of scrimmage on the D-line.
Mm-hmm. We're seeing Grubbs maybe taking a big outside cheat there. He actually managed to get the sack. So Grubbs on that play was playing the long side outside of the tackle and still managed to get to the short side and get that sack.
Yeah, I think Luke probably called for something deep left there, and the run was there at the start of the play, and he was probably just waiting for that route to get open.
Chief!
Gonna hit Chief there. Big pass.
Chief getting chased from behind by Crims. Eventually will be caught with a 68-yard pickup there. Going to set up a 1st and goal for Alien. Now, can they finish it? Sometimes this is a red zone. Very deceptive for a lot of teams. Luke takes around the middle. Tries to throw the screen to Jig. Quick comeback there to Jig. Will fall incomplete.
Looked like Jig might have misclicked his dive there. Unless that throw was just a little bit off and he panicked.
Yeah, instead the Luke will just run it up, get 6 yards there. 3 more yards to go for the TD. 3rd and goal. And they're in the, you'll see it going to that 5-2, and they stuffed the run there. Dogs. Sorry, that 2-4-1. Dogs will get that sack there, and they're in it again.
Yeah, this formation is starting to see some use where you just send those 2 tackles in and the 2 free rushers outside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really been showing some results at run stopping.
That's going to be just a 50, blob 50 over there, and Chief catches that one for a 6-yard touchdown. Puts another one on the board for Alien as they're trying to catch back up to AZ. That really got to update my score. As they're also going for the 2.2, so want to get that here. But that'll fall incomplete.
Chance again making another play there. He's having an amazing game right now.
Will be a return here for Crims. I'm going to take this left. Chief barely able to get off the block there. 23-yard return gets into 31. So Alien down by 9 points is pretty big as we're about to enter this 3rd quarter if AZ lets the clock run down. What should I do? So 4th quarter now. UFO down by 2 scores. Need to make some plays on defense here. Can't let AZ just run down this clock.
Yeah, they're probably just going to look to run most of these plays here because they still have that 2-point or the 2-possession lead.
Day's gonna throw, come back there to the left to Jance. Gets that 1st down.
Jig almost jumped that route. He was shoulder to shoulder with Jance just before that ball got there, but not quite.
All right, and you saw AZ take their time to call the play too. And Day's gonna look to run for another 14 yards, so grinding down this clock now is Aztecs. Will we get a response here from UFO, though?
They're going to have to maybe go back to what AZ just did with the 4-3. If the run stop doesn't work here with 3-4 or 2-5.
Yeah, and I believe one of the first people to start using that formation, too, were UFO, but I don't think they brought it out as of recent.
Yeah, I remember last season they used it when the shields weren't as great, but it didn't have as much success. I think people are starting to use it a bit differently now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you remember, they did beat Goat Factory with 4-3. So it does have some results to show for itself.
All right, gonna be Days looking to drop back to the left here. Again, coverage pretty good on the field. Actually, streaky on the right there. Managed to just slide past the loop. Gonna be Crims. Getting that one for a 37-yard touchdown. Puts AZ on top again. 15 points. They're going for the 2-point conversion as well.
If they get this too, it might be out of reach for Alien. They're going to have to probably start just chucking stuff up. And Polo stops that from happening. Still a 2-possession game.
So you need, if you're Alien, at least stop that 2-point, stop the bleeding any way you can. You're not out of it, but it is going to take a little bit of effort here. They're going to look to start it off with a scoring drive, potentially. With Polo J, only return that for about 18 yards, get to the 28. So Luke
Now,
sending
if
McBurger. It's doubled.
Oh, they're using a lot of time on these plays here with just the yak there. If you're Luke, you want to take the long plays, but they're giving up the run right now, and you just can't take it because of the clock situation.
Yeah. Although getting burnt up the middle gonna be Jagon and Jance. But a little bit overthrown. With a little bit rushed there. Little ball incomplete. 2nd and 10 now here for Alien. Pressure coming in. Luke forced the backpedal eventually. And Jance just picks that one off. Looking to potentially bag this one. No, saved by Loba. But Aztecs somehow with a defensive stop here. And might be all they wrote for UFO.
Yeah, it looks like Jance might have just read Luke's eyes there and just ran the route before the receiver. Great play there.
Yeah, he saw like the receiver almost nowhere near Jance when that ball was thrown. Played it like a comeback, almost running the route. Maybe Luke getting a little bit confused there. Let's see now is Days looking to run this one to the left there. Managed to get around Jig initially, but gets stuck on her own blocker. Still a 9-yard run to the left there. Gets him inside the 10.
Looks like she might have had the first and her blocker pulled her back a little bit there.
Yeah, shields are really funny now. You can actually get stuck in them from your own team, like jailed in your own team shields.
You know, I kind of like that as a mechanic. If you're, you know, a little bit not great at paying attention to your surroundings while you're blocking, I think it's kind of funny that that could affect how your runner moves down the field.
All right, Days just pocketing up here, rolls to the left. Oh, Tyrone gonna miss that one.
That's a very costly miss.
Yeah. You saw the blocker that had Tyrone initially just dropped him. He had a shot, but ends up missing. Then the blocker just goes on, blocks the receiver. Days has that free all day to the left.
And that's looking like it might be all she wrote for the outcome of this game. If UFO managed to pull this off somehow, comeback of the year, comeback of the season, whatever you want to call it.
Probably one of the best comebacks in all of Gridiron, but down by 23 points is going to be rough.
Yeah, if I had to compare it to anything, this would be the 28-3 game if they managed to pull it back, but a minute 18 left. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the game is built to have comebacks like this right now. Although Luke gonna take a shot there on the right sideline outside, leverage that to Chief, but it's a little bit overthrown.
Looked like Chief might have been able to get that if he kept going. It looked like he stopped. But he had a void burnt there, it looked like.
Yeah. Soft safety barely able to catch up there at the end of the play. And this one's going to be thrown deep, and both the safeties going to be there. Crims picks that one off, icing the game.
Yeah, Crims, they're just called game on that. It's unfortunate, though, if you're Luke, you just have to throw something up and just cross your fingers.
They throws this outside to Jance. Jance going to pick up about 9 yards there, be tackled in bounds. We get past that 1 minute warning now. As AZ looking to go home with the dub, climb back up to 500 on the season, 4-4, and UFO will be falling down to, I believe, 6-4.
Yeah, I think 6-4. I think this is game 10 for both teams.
We'll look at stats here at the end of the game in a moment, fully, as Loba's going to get another sack there.
Yeah, I think the biggest stat difference this game going to come down to picks. Aztecs with 5, Alien with 2.
Just the secondary is making more plays when they mattered.
Oh.
And then that's just going to be a bit overthrown. He polo just over the top, matching his receiver. Gonna get that around the 20-yard line, about 2 yards short of it.
So Alien 3 picks now, but I don't think that's gonna change how this game goes here.
Polo
look to run this clock out and call it a night. Look at the film.
Yep, getting some of these brownie points, these garbage time stats in there. Luke just tossing this up outside to leverage down the field. Going to be Chief with a 37-yard pickup.
It's a great throw there to Chief.
Could be about 1 or 2 more plays here. Or Luke, as he just centers up, throws it again deep outside. And that's going to be Chief catching that one. Puts a last-second touchdown on the board for UFO. Makes this game look a little bit closer than it seems. It's back in the end zone. Jigs there on the left. GG's coming out and chatting. It was a good game indeed. AZ at the end just running away with the score, though. And just making more plays on defense. Luke will kick this out of bounds. And that'll be all she wrote on this prime time game. So looking at the final stats real quick here, you're going to have Days 15 of 21 for 348 through the air. Was picked off at 3 times in total. Leading receiver on the team was Jance with 8 catches for 203. Meanwhile, you have Alien with Luke 14 of 25 for 266. Picked off a total of 5 times. And the leading receiver on that team was Chief with 6 catches for 172.
Yeah, I think Aztecs won that game by shutting down Chief early, and also the line got in early, and they got in Luke's head, it seemed like, because even when they started getting blocked, Luke was still playing like they were getting through, which is something that, I mean, almost every quarterback falls victim to. If the line gets in early, they're just in your head, and that's just hard to recover from. Some great defense there by Aztecs and converting off of most of those turnovers there.
Yeah, I mean,
that's exactly how they write up game plans.
Yeah, sometimes it's not always the team that has the most sacks, but the team just gets the pressure, gets in the quarterback's head more, forces them to make those mistakes, will win the game, and that's kind of the script that happened here. Is UFO is gonna go 1-1 on the week. Aztecs going 2-0, back to 500, looking to get to this final stretch of the season, competing for these last few playoff spots here. Got about 2.5 weeks left in the GFA regular season before we get into playoff actions. This will be all we wrote on the stream today. Thank you all for stopping out. And thank you, Gooder, for accompanying me for the stream, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I'm having a lot of fun casting so far. You know, I'm kind of new, but it's been pretty fun so far.
Well, you are rocking it, my man. Don't you think anything of it? I'm gonna be looking to throw y'all over to. Well, we'll give you Poppy, who is doing the Comets versus DK game right now. So go check out some more GFA action there. I'll be back next week for the primetime matches. I believe the primetime matchups on GFA Official will be. Well, I'm gonna pull up. It will be week 5. Will be Title versus Cloud9 K9, and then Comets versus PO. So gonna be 2 great matchups coming up. So definitely don't want to miss. Make sure you drop a follow here before you leave. But I'm gonna send you all over to Poppy Crack. Hope y'all have a great week, and see ya around.
Good night, everyone.